All right, it's time to announce the
Okay.
groups.
Ooh.
This Friday, we got our very first AnnieFuchsia Invitational with 8 players. I'm going to share some details and I'm going to show the groups. The participants, well, you'll see them when I put them in the groups. It's a 2-day event. Friday, 14 March, it starts. It's 5 p.m. Amsterdam time zone. You can figure out what that is in yours. There's this weird thing where 9 March, USA goes daylight savings, but in 30 March, Europe goes. So I don't want to say any wrong dates or times. If you want to know when it starts, go to my Twitch chat and type schedule. I have a calendar there. It is adapted for your time zone. But anyway, it's 5 p.m. Amsterdam
17
this Friday.
Sweden time. True.
And we continue on Saturday, roughly same time. So,
okay.
What's the event format?
It's actually better for
round
Americans
robin,
because it's 1
best
hour
of three.
later. So it's a bit
For the
easier
group
for them, I
stage
think.
on day 1. The top 2 will advance. There's 4 players per group. The tiebreakers are decided by map differential. I'll explain more what that means later.
Okay.
And yes, I know these 2 boxes are unequal in size, but I needed more space for text. So
wait, what does round robin mean? Does this mean that everyone will play against everyone in the group? Oh, okay. So at least 3 games.
It was actually till here. I cut it off and I made a new line. Pretty seamless, huh? Nice. Yeah, they're kind of not the same size. It is what it is.
Okay.
If the map difference is equal, tiebreaker best of ones between tied participants Shao and Sue. Now there's many different ways that the scores can go, right? It can be like 3-0 and then 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. But then there's also map score, which can be anything like 3-5. It can be like 4-4. It can be like 5-5. This could be 6-0. And yes, I know this is probably not a possible outcome exactly these with each other. But basically, if something like this would happen,
what's a map score?
You would say, hey, these 3 are all tied. Only one of them can advance. And the one with the best score will actually advance. This is +0, this is +0, this is -2. So then you've still got 2 people tied. Now in some systems, there will be a head-to-head, which basically says, well, this player
wins losses. Well, I thought the win-loss is this 1-2, 1-2. No. Oh, a literal map score, like after the game. Wait, what? Are you guys saying 2 different things? You can 2-0 or 2-1, but you can't 2-0. If you're meeting 3 people... Wait. Yes, you can 2-0. Actually. Because if you win twice, then... Yeah. Yeah, okay. So... Alright, so if you 2-0... instead of 2-1, then technically you have a higher score. Okay, I get it now.
Beat the other in the direct comparison. I don't like those systems, and it's my tournament, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make these guys play a best of 1 tiebreaker. There will be no head-to-head breakdown after eliminating one because they have a worse score. So, basically, if people are 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and they all have the same map difference, there's going to be a 3-way tie. So let's say all of them are +0 on the maps. There will be a 3-way tie, which means this player... Hey, what did I just do? This player will play... let's call this player 1. Will play player 2. And then because only one of them will advance, you want to find out who wins 2 matches fastest. So whoever wins, if let's say player 1 wins against player 2, then I make player 1 play player 3. And then if player 1 wins that as well, he has won both tiebreakers, which means he's the second place winner. And if player 2 wins, then obviously player 2 plays against 3 next. That's the most economical way of doing it. Now, there is a chance that everyone keeps beating each other. Rock beats paper, beats scissors, beats...
Oh my god, yeah. What happens then?
Sorry, rock... This is always hard. This is why I lose rock, paper, scissors. Rock
I know what
scissors,
he means.
beats paper, beats rock, beats scissors, etc.
Right.
Okay? It can keep going.
Yeah.
I have seen before that tiebreakers could go just once. I've seen it go 3 times, sometimes 6 times, and sometimes there's been a coin flip to decide it all after. There's no perfect system if infinity tiebreakers continue, and I broke my head on this a lot today. I didn't come up with a system for it yet, but I feel like infinite tiebreakers is kind of giga content. We're talking about
Actually true.
starting at 5 o'clock. By midnight, normally it'd be finished already, probably. But there's tiebreakers, so they go on and on and on and on and
Yeah,
on.
let them keep
and
fighting.
And I think it's mega content. It's probably
That's
not
fair.
super likely to happen based on the MMR of the participants, especially for the bottom 3. But for the top 3, it could definitely happen. For instance, if it's like 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 0-3. So
That's me.
yeah, there is a chance of it. I'll have to think of a tiebreaker system. I think the best content is fill the whole Friday with tiebreaker, then fill the whole Saturday, move the semis and grand finals to Sunday, and then, well, shit, the whole Saturday took up the whole tiebreakers too, and now Sunday is all tiebreak. There's got to be a stop somewhere. So I thought of a couple of systems. It could be like an FFA. It could be a quiz. They are incredibly flawed, both of them. In an FFA, if 2 people advance, let's say if it's like 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, you would just agree, you would form an alliance, and 2
Yeah.
people would just agree to eliminate the other first.
Yeah.
It's like giga drama content, but it completely comes down not to who's the best, but just
But
which
who's
2
got-
players have
who
a
has
better,
a better friend.
friendship,
Yeah.
and then they kill the last. Like, it's super dirty. I can't do
Yeah.
that. It's too unserious. It feels shitty. I could do a quiz, which is interesting, but I haven't announced it early enough to let people prepare for the quiz.
Sun glitters and
it's like a
Annie killing
distraction from
Tyler.
them
Yep.
from just playing
Imagine
normally.
we play Tyler
So
and he
a
still
quiz
wins.
is bad too. Plus, the cheating potential is huge. You may think these are the 8 most fine, ethical individuals ever, but if
Of course,
there's
I'm
one thing I learned,
very
is
ethical.
that the easier it is to cheat, the more likely it is to happen, even accidentally. So as a tournament org, you need to make sure that it doesn't happen. So
Yeah,
no
I think quiz is bad. Yeah.
There could be chat, there could be Discord DMs. No quiz.
Yeah.
So that's bad as well. I'm just saying what I thought about. I'm not saying it's a good idea, okay? Brainstorming. So then there's some other options, like I look at all their map scores. Like, what I mean is the score in-game. Like, what was your unit score, your resource score, your kill score, etc., hero score. But even that might not be fair because I haven't done
Some
the
people-
analytics, but
yeah,
maybe
some
some
people maybe
races
play longer
typically
games.
trend to have higher scores than other races.
Yeah.
And then that's not a fair way of doing it either. So, could be fastest win. All I'm saying is I haven't decided yet. I'll tell you guys later. I need to think about it a little bit more. But for now, and I think it's such a small chance to happen, but a tournament org should be ready for everything. So, yeah, if we're getting past 10 tiebreakers and the same people keep beating each other, then we'll have to have some kind of decider that breaks it. Most viewers on stream wins? Nice. Sounds great. I love it. I love it. How about most gifted subs? How about most gifted sub streamer to another streamer wins? No. All right, so
Wait, from
that's,
streamer
day
to
one.
streamer?
Then day 2, I wanted to make a warming up where the 4 losers from day 1 do an FFA together. So we have seen the other
losers.
FFAs in the Tyler tournament, like 5-6 player tournament FFA, but everyone was so bad at the game. Everyone is so much better now. They've all been learning a lot. I think the players have improved incredibly, and it's going to give all the people that lost on day 1 a chance to show themselves from another side. Basically develop further than they might have in some one-on-ones maybe that they lost. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a warming up. I will have to time cap it a bit in some way. I'll probably join the match as a referee so I can, force some rules, even if they are kind of mercurial and tyrannic. But I got to make sure that somehow it's not going to be a 5-hour FFA.
Is that
I'm
possible?
thinking it has
Don't
to be
you
an
run out of
open
gold?
mic FFA. Rather than meeting and pausing temporarily, maybe an open mic FFA could be funny. Then again, there's some downsides there as well because streamers won't be able to interact with their own communities. When they're open mic FFAing, they may feel very timid to speak because it stresses their ability to play. So I'm not 100% sure about that either, but open mic FFA might be funniest. Then again, if it's open mic and I listen to it as a caster, I'm not going to be able to commentate because everyone's talking, potentially. it will create a strange dynamic as well. So maybe we won't do that. I'll think about it, but I would love for the players to agree to an FFA to do
The
warming
Tyler
up
1 FFA was
on
5
Saturday.
hours?
For the rest, there was a lot of other cool ideas that I had, like quiz, custom games with people like Uther Party or Micro Wars, but I've decided finally not to really get in that direction. That's something for a future event. If we start doing that, it's going to make the tournament feel less serious. And although initially I thought this was going to be a fun tournament where people practice but also show their competitive side, it has really started heating up, the competition. Players are getting stressed, sometimes crashing out a little bit. People are starting to care a lot about this because even though Warcraft 3 career may not be their full life choice forever, for now it feels real serious. Everyone's real competitive. And I want to respect that, so I'm not going to dilute it with any less serious custom game shenanigans that pulls them out of it. I remember when I was a competitor, I don't want to, on the finals day, before my finals, be involved in some kind of custom game. That is so hype-breaking, and I'm not going to do that either to the viewers or the players. So it's going to be fully focused, serious esports. The reason that this FFA can work, I think, is because it involves the people that are already eliminated. Therefore, they're no longer distracted by it.
It's true.
It's a nice viewership warm-up before the actual tournament. So any custom games will have to be next time. I did think it might be cool after the finals are over to do some kind of 4-on-4. But again, I feel like that would steal the hype from the victor of the tournament. It should be their moment. It should end on that. It's cleaner. I don't want to dilute it with some kind of clown show in a 4-on-4. As much fun as it would be to watch them play 4-on-4. Hopefully they'll agree to it some other date. Might be tough to get them all together again, especially as they all go their separate ways. But it is what it is. Explain map differential. Yeah, I've already explained. Some other date. Might be tough to get them all together again, especially as they all go.
Speaking of competitive, I love that new Tyler 1 Annie clip. What is new Tyler 1? Oh, Grubby being Tyler 1?
Go their separate ways, but it is what it is.
I think I know.
Explain map differential. Yeah, I've already explained it. So that is it for those.
Tyler said he can beat me in my sleep? Or in his sleep? Okay. I need to get somebody to play Orc versus me tomorrow so we can become the best Orc breaker.
Rules, and then after the FFA, we're going to start with the single elimination, best of 3 semifinals and best of 5 grand finals. It is what it is, exactly as described. The Group A number 1 will go up against the Group B number 2, and the Group A number 2 will go up against the Group B number 1. If there is a risk of people intentionally rigging the bracket to avoid a certain matchup, let's say you've got the presumed number 1 seeded player takes second place in a group, and then the other group plays, then you would be incentivized to also be second place in that group, even if you're the best from the other group.
Yeah.
I've been in that situation before. And there is a way to fix that.
Oh, how?
There's 2 ways to fix it. One of them is where you play those matches at the same time, but that would hurt broadcast fidelity because we want to show everything. The second way to do it is if everyone can be open about it, and let's say both players are like, yeah, I want to avoid Sun Glitters because she's going to kill everybody. So and she got second, but she's the strongest, so I want to avoid, so I want to get second. If both Group B participants say that, then you could make them play for the right to be second. So you have to win the match, and if you win, you're second.
Pick
AKA,
if you want to be
choose
first or
your
second.
seeding.
That makes sense.
I don't think it's going to be necessary. I think this will just be fine, but I just want to be ready for that possibility.
Okay.
This has happened before.
So the winner can decide who they want to go against.
Hey, the favorite of the tournament got second. It was like a freak accident, and they both went to the admin and said, we both won second, which means it's a contest to say GG and leave the game. We don't want to hurt the tournament credibility like that, so are we allowed to play for second? And the admins agreed. Overthinking very much? No, I'm not overthinking. One of the things you have to...
I'm an overthinker. I hate when chat tells me I'm overthinking. You're overthinking for thinking I'm overthinking, okay? Shut up.
prepare for esports events is, are people going to cheat by accident, on purpose? Have I covered all eventualities? And because of my experience in esports events, I have seen these things. I know that it becomes a thing. And I've seen admins that are unprepared. I've seen tournament referees that are unprepared for those situations. And when they're under stress, they make bad decisions that feel inconsistent,
Yeah, so it's good
unplanned,
to
and
decide
unfair
beforehand.
to the participants.
Yeah,
That's why I'm going through all of these
No, it's good to do
possibilities.
this.
So yeah, there's no possibility to overthink things. Well, they're going to play against each other. It's going to be best of 3 for elimination. One thing I forgot to write here, there will be a third place decider. And that's going to happen before the grand finals, actually. The third place decider
the loser
is important
of,
because there's
yeah.
prize money.
True.
There's prize money for the third place. So the only other way to get a third place... The only other way to get a third place in the tournament is if you actually run a double elimination system, which I am not doing. So you need a third place decider. Not everyone is a fan of them. I personally love third place deciders. That's why I've settled on one. And the cool thing about a third place decider is even though you are a loser and not winning the tournament, you actually end up winning your last game of the tournament. It's the only person in the tournament that wins their last game in the tournament without actually winning the tournament. So there's still, like, there's something good about being third over being second. Because you won your last match. So there's something that feels good about that. Even though you're technically lower than the second place person. The prize pool, make a little box here. We got a little bit of space, right? Have announced this before, but should write it again. Number 1, 5,000. Number 2, $3,000. Number 3, $4,000. And number 4 through 6. Wow.
Is that correct?
Gold. And I think it's going to be like maybe like 1,000 gold or something.
Is that a mistake?
Oh.
I was like, it's better to be third.
I don't know where that came from. I don't know. I think it's because I was starting to think about 4 to 6. No. I don't love third place decider that much, okay?
I was going to say, he did say that it's very exciting.
Buying WoW Gold is not legal. So if you care more about WoW Gold, then 4 to 6 is actually better than third place. If you want to convert dollars into WoW Gold, this is a legal way to get it. Because this gold will come from soda popping and my WoW accounts.
All right.
So it's legal. Like, it's just a gift. Right? And 7 to 8 gets nothing.
Aw,
which
shit.
is, of course, sad for them.
It's me and
but
Sunglitters.
ultimately, I believe in the power of losers.
It's like, I'm
Like, it's good
believing
if
in
there are some
Sunglitters,
losers
to be
as well.
fair.
Yeah.
She's going to wreck.
All right, cool. So,
But I'm definitely going to be down there.
they get nothing. And then let's do the groups. The groups have been made with a combination of MMR-based seeding
Okay.
and also content. So I've made the groups.
Okay.
I've looked at seeding. The MMR difference was something like 4K MMR versus 390X MMR, something like that. So the difference
So
of
it's pretty
MMR
similar.
between the two groups was about 2.5% or less.
Okay.
Less than 2.5%. So they are very evenly MMR grouped. But it's both for content, for racial distribution, like I said earlier, Warcraft 3 racial, and also for fairness, MMR, and seeding base. So
Warcraft
without
3
further ado,
racial, by the way.
let's begin with the first player of Group A. Drum rolls.
Okay. Group A.
AnnieFuchsia.
Oh, I'm the first person.
Second player.
Hello, that's me. Hello. Okay.
Dendy.
Oh, he's copying them.
Third,
Dendy.
soda popping. And
The
fourth,
only undead player.
what do you guys think?
Why did I have to go against Soda? Why
Title
couldn't
one.
that be Geronimo?
Which makes Group B
Oh, okay.
Ampi, Geronimo, Guzu, and Sunglitters.
Wait, Tyler.
These are our groups.
This is why he's
Let's go.
confident, huh? Okay, guys.
It's good groups. When I checked, the average MMR here was like 4,000. This was like 3,900 plus, so it's super, super close together. And people are still practicing and changing their MMR. Even now, as we speak, we've got Annie getting coaching. Dendy has been getting coaching.
I have been, yeah.
Soda Popping has been getting coaching. Tyler, sometimes from different people, right?
Oh,
Knopf been coaching Tyler.
This
Annie
is such a
Fuchsia has
difficult
been getting coaching
group.
From, who was it? Saul
I
8man,
wanted
Dendy
to-
from Foggy, Ampi from
Like Dendy,
Cithran.
Soda? I feel like
And
I had
everyone
higher
has been
chance
welcome to
versus
find more
Geronimo and
coaches. Guzu
Guzu.
got some coaching from Starbuck. So a lot of different. And by the way,
Oh, this is
I think it's gonna be
hard.
awesome. These players have all been putting in mega work, playing a game. In many cases, their first RTS of their life. Some people come from WoW, other people come from strategy games. There's all kinds of different people here. I met them all through OnlyFans, and it's been such a great journey. They agreed to play in this tournament, and they've been grinding for 2 weeks. I'm looking forward to it. Hope you guys will enjoy the show. I'll see you on Friday.
Yay! Thank you so much,
That's it.
Grubby.
That's our groups.
Thank
Now
you so much.
publish
I'm gonna
them in
pause.
the Discord.
There we go. Thank you so much, Grubby, for organizing this. I'm actually so excited, even though I'm gonna get wrecked, but it's okay. We can hopefully get wrecked in style, and it's gonna be okay. And yeah, honestly, I think I'm mostly looking forward to my game with Tyler. He's an orc, and my win rate versus orcs has been okay. So I think I just need to fine polish that, maybe learn what he does, and then I think maybe it'll be okay. Hopefully. I don't know.